Olajuwon has been trying to get a call. Right there, he gets hit by Shays. Now watch the bump, and Shays reacts with a nice acting job. Shouldn't have been a whistle, so the Suns get a big call. See if they can capitalize.
Rockets by 3, coming up on 4 minutes in the game.
Bad call for Olajuwon's 5th foul. A lot of time in this game.
Shot clock at 8.
Barkley, ball away, short.
See, Barkley can't jump, so he can't do anything. He knows it. And they need to have cutters going to the basket so he can make a pass to him. They're standing outside. Let's see if they come back to Olajuwon.
Turnaround.
All these huge games that Houston has played in last year's championship run, this year as they battle through, they're all paying dividends right now. They don't need timeouts. They don't need a lot of communication.
Kevin Johnson again. Johnson with 41.
Kevin Johnson needs some help from his friends, but he's doing his job. Crowd trying to get in it right down.
Akeem with the jump hook, got the basket and the foul.
A lot of celebration, but that's way too early. There is so much time left. That just gives them a 5-point lead. The way Kevin Johnson is scoring, Hakeem Olajuwon, the balance, the power to throw in that shot.
Kevin Johnson leaving it all out here, extending, and you see why he's so tough. If you can't get to him, you can't turn him. He goes left or right, and today when it's going in, he is wearing them out. Olajuwon a big miss from the line.
Olajuwon has 12 of those 25 here in the 4th quarter.
Foul trouble and timeouts will be a factor in the closing minutes.
Shot clock at 10. Barkley. Great look down low by Kevin Johnson. Charles has 16.
The Rockets can't go to sleep defensively. If they make the ball come over the top, they can control the board and the closing moment.
Olajuwon spins again on Danny Shays. 27 for Olajuwon. 5-point lead for the Rockets. Less than 2.5 to play. Kevin Johnson again, and this time he'll go to the free throw line without the basket. And Sam Cassell has fouled out.
Charles Barkley sets the pick. That's the best way to get open. And when you slide along that baseline, KJ will always find you. What cannot Hakeem Olajuwon do? The fade away, the step under.
Get inside the game on NBA TV. All the best exclusive league access, plus the latest stats, scores, and coverage on NBA.com. NBA TV, the game happens here.
Here's a special free offer for men who are losing their hair.
My hair always looks great, and I feel great.
If you want to look better.
Welcome back to the NBA's greatest game.
A very unhappy Sam Cassell has fouled out on this play. He's number 10, and Bill Walton and I think that he's got a beef. Steve Jones, you thought it was a push.
He put a hand in the back, and that the teammates now trying to restrain him. He's telling he turned him loose. That was his complaint. I turned him loose. I let him get to the basket. And Rudy said, "Sam, get over here. We don't need it now. We're ahead. We don't need a technical foul."
Well, they haven't called anything down this stretch here. The 7th game, let them play. Let the players decide this game.
Hannah Storm, what do you got?
Well, Rudy T just trying to calm down his troops a little bit after that call and telling him the most important thing, we cannot allow them to take a 3-point shot the rest of the game, Greg.
Big loss for the Rockets. Sam Cassell with 18 points, 14 of them here in the second half, and Kevin Johnson continues to roll from the free throw line. 42 points on the day.
Kevin Johnson is starting to have some problems with his legs. You see the way he's moving him at the free throw line, trying to keep it. He should. I mean, the way he's been attacking and penetrating. 10 1/4 for him, 43 points.
That's a career playoff high, which he established in game 4 of this series.
It's all about offense now for Houston. The defense not really working. You got to score points down the stretch.
Akeem and Ainge with the deflection. KJ to Person. Too hard. Barkley follows. Rockets by 1.
The play was there, and Olajuwon made a mistake with the ball. They come back to Olajuwon.
Hakeem on the baseline and a tough shot.
He tried to pass the ball the time before. That didn't work. One of the few turnovers. That was the only turnover in the second half.
Kevin Johnson with 45 and a new playoff career high for him. Rockets 108, Suns 107, a minute and a half to play.
Now you know where it's going.
And Olajuwon threw it away.
Shoot the ball, Kevin.
KJ blocked out of bounds by Ori.
Olajuwon has made 2 mistakes. This time they escape. 17 on the shot clock. If it doesn't cost them, they're going to come back to him. Kevin Johnson is the guy that's going to have the ball. He's got 45 and counting.
It was game 4. Hakeem's failure to get it done at the last moment. And KJ went for 43.
There's a blocking foul on Clyde Drexler. That's 3 on Drexler. Ainge will go to the line.
Mental mistakes have cost the Houston Rockets. They had a 5-point lead. They remember what Rudy said, don't allow a 3-point shooter to get off, but Drexler was not on balance. Now Danny Ainge has a chance to put the Suns on top.
Make it 4 on Drexler. We're tied. Kevin Johnson with the leg problems you mentioned.
He's cramping up big time, but you know there's no tomorrow. If they lose, they got all summer to work on.
Phoenix by 1. Timeout, Houston. Maureen Barkley can barely stand it. Charles Barkley and the Suns lead it by 1 with 65 seconds to play. Charles in the first half, 9 points, 15 rebounds, 9 and 8 in the second half. Kevin Johnson, a career high 45 points.
But how about Danny Ainge, who's got 16 bench points today, leading this Suns bench, which was combined for 30.
1 minute to play. Almost throws it away. Olajuwon has it. Shot clock at 8.
Olajuwon
to go back, and a whistle blows, and a foul is called.
Olajuwon had Danny Ainge on his back, and they were trying to get him the ball. Kevin Johnson fouled. Let's see if Kenny Smith can take the weight from the line.
Kevin Johnson, 3 personal. Kenny Smith, 1 out of 2 from the free throw line today. We're tied. Remember, no team has won a Game 7 on the road since Philadelphia won at the Boston Garden in 1982. Houston by 1. And a timeout. A 20-second timeout for the Phoenix Suns.
If you're the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Johnson has to be the man. Barkley, a decoy. Have Kevin Johnson play on one side of the court with Barkley, trying to get to the hoop, and then spot up Ainge on the 3-point shot.
If you're the Houston Rockets, what you don't want to do is go to sleep. A couple of times when they've had an advantage, they've let someone slip inside, score real easy. They got to make the shot come over the top. If a 3-point shooter like Danny Ainge is going to get a look, he's got to have a hand in his face and shoot the ball under pressure. We'll find out. Now, we've always known who can play when the game's on the line and who can't. And they've got 3 guys out to the 10 for Phoenix. Ainge, Johnson, and Barkley.
These fans saw their Phoenix Suns take a 3-1 lead on the Rockets a year ago and fall. Could they stand it a second straight year?
Somebody for Houston's got to make a big defensive play. Robert Horry may be the guy.
Barkley, the pick for Kevin Johnson, who drives across the lane. Back outside, Marley at 3.
Barkley.
And Johnson with the rebound.
Barkley, it had to be Barkley to keep it alive.
And Johnson fouled on his way to the hoop by Robert Horry. That's 5 on Horry.
Kenny Smith got up as high as he could, but Barkley, bigger, got up just a little bit higher to pull that one down. Now Kevin Johnson has a chance to tie and put them back on the lead.
You're wondering, when are the numbers going to catch up with KJ? He is 20 for 20 from the line.
Houston's got a timeout to burn, too. They can take one here and make KJ think about it.
21.6 to play. Tie game. Dan Shays in for Wesley Person.
Huge effort. Perfect so far.
He misses number 22, and timeout Rockets. The Rockets have this possession when we come back.